Success is not a number in a bank account. It is not a trophy, a title, or the applause of the crowd. Success is a mindset, a way of thinking, believing, and acting long before the world ever sees the results. Every great achievement in history began in the same place, the mind of someone who dared to believe it was possible. Before the airplane, the Wright brothers saw flight in their imagination. Before the light bulb, Thomas Edison saw a world lit by his invention. Before every empire, every company, every movement, there was first a vision. Your mind is the workshop of your destiny. The thoughts you permit to dwell there will shape the life you live. If you fill your mind with doubt, fear, and excuses, you will sabotage your own potential. But if you feed it with faith, purpose, and determination, you set in motion a chain of events that nothing can stop. You cannot expect success while thinking failure. You cannot live like a victim while expecting the rewards of a victor. The inner conversation you have with yourself is not just background noise. It is the blueprint for your future. Think about it. When you believe you can, you take bold action. You persist through obstacles. You learn from mistakes. You refuse to quit. And because of that mindset, the world eventually calls you successful. But it all began in the unseen place, your mind. So guard your thoughts like treasure. Feed them with powerful ideas, uplifting influences, and unshakable belief. Surround yourself with people who encourage your vision, not those who drain it. Speak words of possibility over your life. Remember this, you do not wait for success to change your thinking. You change your thinking and success follows. The mind leads, reality follows. From this moment, decide to think like the person you wish to become. Act as if your victory is inevitable. See your goal clearly and refuse to accept anything less, because success is not something you chase. It's something you grow into. And the seed of it is already in your mind. Nurture it, protect it, believe in it, and one day a world will witness the harvest of the mindset you chose today. You cannot expect success while thinking failure. The human mind is like a magnet. It attracts into your life whatever it is most occupied with. If your thoughts are full of fear, doubt, and limitations, you will unconsciously move in the direction of those things. On the other hand, if your mind is fixed on possibility, opportunity, and achievement, you will naturally take actions that lead you there. Your thinking becomes the invisible steering wheel that determines the path your life takes. When you constantly entertain thoughts of failure, you are already defeated before you even begin. A person who expects to fail will approach opportunities with hesitation, will see problems instead of solutions, and will give up at the first sign of resistance. Even if success is within reach, a negative mindset will sabotage the chance. You cannot plant weeds in your mental garden and expect roses to grow. The reason is simple. Your thoughts shape your beliefs, and your beliefs dictate your actions. If you believe you will fail, you will not give your full effort. And without full effort, success becomes impossible. People who win in life are not necessarily more talented or more intelligent. They simply refuse to think in terms of failure. They replace every what if I can't with how can't. With how can I? They don't allow doubt to take root in their mental soil. History is full of examples of people who faced impossible odds but refused to think failure. Thomas Edison, after thousands of unsuccessful attempts to create a working light bulb, didn't call them failures. He called them steps toward success. And he understood that thinking like a winner is the only way to eventually become one. Had he thought like a failure, he would have stopped after his first setback, and the world might still be in the dark. A failure-focused mind not only limits action, but also blinds you to opportunities. Two people can face the same challenge. One sees an obstacle and quits. The other sees an opening and pushes forward. The difference isn't in the situation. It's in the mindset. Success is always born in the mind first. If you think possibility, you will find possibility. If you think defeat, you will find reasons to quit. This doesn't mean you should deny reality or pretend problems don't exist. It means you must train yourself to see beyond the problem to the solution. Every setback can either be proof that you can't succeed or proof that you must keep going until you do. The choice is always yours. The truth is, you cannot hold the image of failure in your mind and expect your actions to lead to victory. Success begins when you discipline yourself to think in terms of solutions, opportunities, and growth. Feed your mind with belief, and it will guide your steps toward achievement. Think success, act with conviction, and the results will follow. Guard your thoughts like treasure, because that's exactly what they are, the most valuable possession you will ever own. Your thoughts are the starting point of every decision, every action, and every outcome in your life. They shape your beliefs, influence your emotions, and determine the path your future will take. Just like a vault protects gold, jewels, and priceless artifacts, your mind must protect the purity and strength of the ideas it holds. Every day, countless influences are trying to enter your mind, some positive, some destructive. Social media, conversations, news, and even casual remarks from others can plant seeds in your mental soil. If you do not filter what you allow in, you risk letting harmful ideas take root and grow. Change your thinking first, and success will follow. Every accomplishment, every breakthrough, and every transformation in history began with a shift in mindset. Before the circumstances around you can change, the thoughts within you must change. Setbacks become temporary, not defining. You stop asking, can I do this, and start asking, what's the best way to do this? That shift in language alone changes the way your mind searches for solutions. Athletes often use this principle before a big competition. They visualize themselves crossing the finish line first, holding the trophy, or hearing the crowd cheer. This mental rehearsal trains the brain to expect success, and the body follows that expectation. The same applies to every area of life: business, relationships, personal growth. Your actions rise to meet the picture you hold of yourself. Acting as if victory is inevitable also builds resilience. When failure is not an option in your mind, you find ways around obstacles instead of turning back.